What's going on? My name's Rain.
And I'm Michelle.
And today we're discussing Daylight Savings Time and International Women's Day. This is Reckless Banter. Okay, yeah, so Jeff's not here tonight.
No. We've had some
I feel like you guys to get sick a lot.
illnesses. He gets sick more than I do.
Did he get the vaccine?
What vaccine? The flu vaccine?
The COVID vaccine.
No.
Did either of you?
I did.
You did?
One.
Do you get sick a lot?
No. I actually didn't get the flu. I just got congested. He got the full-blown flu. Like, if I touched him, his body was so hot. Oh, I couldn't touch him.
Was he like, what do you call it? Like, not slimy, but what do you call that when you're...
I don't know. He was sweating. He had the cold sweats and everything.
I can't think of the word, but
it was
that
bad.
sucks. So he's got the flu, or had the flu.
He had the flu, yeah. Still recovering from that. And then that's why my voice is so funky, and I'm probably going to cough during the episode. My bad, guys.
Just make sure it's off the mic.
It is what it is.
So we got a new setup here.
Yes.
We both, once we got sat down here, we both realized like this is way better.
This is sat down.
Yes, sat. I got a little stutter. I got a little stutter.
Stutter.
I gotta share this with my mom real quick. But yeah, we got the new setup.
We're getting there.
I think it's really cool.
Yes.
So my old boss, when he sold the shop and everything, he left this behind. So I asked my new boss if I could have it, and he said, "Take it.
Get it out."
Yep. So free futon.
Reckless Banter set.
Yeah. If I ever need to get away from myself, I can come sleep in here instead of my bedroom.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You're running away at that point, but it's fine.
Running away from my problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we got Elvin.
That's my problem.
Elvin finally has a place to sit.
You just put him closer.
I'm really glad he's got a place to sit because he's like he's been introduced, but he's never on camera. You know?
He haunts me in my dreams.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
Have you had one dream about Elvin?
No, but I feel like he would try to murder me if I ever slept over here.
He's just a dirty doll.
Yeah, he's creepy.
Okay.
It's like dirty man. Just creepy.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. So, daylight savings time.
Yeah, that happened.
How do you feel about it? You don't really care?
I don't really care. I mean, I really, really hate it when we go back because then I know we're gonna have less daylight. But I'm on that train of time is just a way to be controlled.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Time is a way to be controlled.
Yeah, like when it turns night, like it. Now
don't get frustrated. I'm just
it's the words because I'm not.
Thought that was an interesting word.
It's a way to be controlled. Think about it. Like you wake up in the morning, it's daylight. You go to work at this time. It's all about time, and time is just a way. Like it's a way to control the masses. Is time. It's time is man-made, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Time doesn't exist.
It's a way to control the masses.
Days don't exist.
Right, but that's more like it's just a way to be like, okay, I was reading kind of a little bit when you said we were talking about daylight savings. It's supposedly some way to help reduce crime because it's daytime longer and it'll reduce crime. This shit's happening freaking 7 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and 8 o'clock at night. It doesn't matter if the sun's up or not. This crime is still happening. There was something else I was reading about it. I don't really know too much about the history of daylight savings time because honestly, I never really gave a shit. So
I've always been like, a lot of people are like, oh, I hate daylight savings time, but I literally never knew a difference except
when it got dark at 5 o'clock in the evening. Sucks.
The only time I had an issue was I was always worried that I would remember daylight savings time, but nobody else would. And I'd like go to school and I'd have to sit there for an hour and wait for everybody to show up at
Right.
what used to be the right time.
Yeah. See, I just don't even.
That's a weird thing to be afraid of.
I've never had like a paranoia with it. Like even this morning, I woke up and we've got a clock above our bed, and I don't like looking at my phone first thing in the morning. I really don't. Or in the middle of the night, or even once I lay in bed, I don't want to be on my phone. It's up in case there's some kind of emergency, but I don't want to look at my phone. I really don't. So I look up at the clock above our bed, and this morning we woke up pretty late for us. I mean, 8 o'clock is pretty late for me to wake up normally. Normally it's 7 or earlier. And I look up, I was like, okay, it's 8 o'clock. And then we're getting ready. We're going to go get out of the house for the first time in over a week. And Jeff's like, oh, we forgot about daylight savings. So it's actually 10. And I'm like, oh shit, we got to, I forget about it because I don't care. I do like having longer days. Now when I get home, I can actually take my dog on a walk. It's not nighttime. I still have some daylight when I get off of work, but that's the only time I care. Is when I get off work, am I going to have any daylight, or is it going to feel like it's time to go to bed?
I do like the longer daylight.
Yeah.
But honestly, because I don't use a clock. My phone is my clock.
Yeah.
Or my watch, which I try to keep it as dialed into my phone as possible. And then that's it. That's all I go by. So if I go to sleep Saturday and then wake up at whatever time on Sunday and I look at my phone and see what time it is, it's like I'm automatically, okay, that's what time it is. It's like it shifts me automatically. Yeah. So then I don't even realize it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and that would have been different if I looked at my phone this morning and I'd have been like, oh, God, we slept until 9? Who sleeps until 9?
Do they make clocks that change on their own? They have to.
I mean, they
right?
make digital clocks, but we don't have
digital clocks that say you want to buy a digital clock to put on your dresser. Do they make them to where they switch?
Yeah, I mean, you would think. I mean, I don't have any digital clocks like that. So
isn't that crazy?
Who has a digital alarm clock anymore?
The clock industry really went down.
Well, I mean, we have clocks in every room. They're just on the wall. They're wall clocks.
Huh.
Yeah, there's a clock in the bathroom.
Maybe it's just me.
There's clocks everywhere. You can always know what time it is. But if I'm in the living room or watching TV, I'll literally look at Jeff and be like, what time is it? There's a clock right there above the TV. But for some reason, I don't go to that clock. But for some reason, I always look at the clock in the bedroom. I don't really know why. It doesn't make any sense.
Connie, she sets the clock on the microwave and the stove 9 or 10 minutes fast.
Yeah.
So I know not to trust those clocks. I never look at them.
That's the problem. It's fine.
I can see how that works.
Right.
But for me, I'm just no. No, I got more time.
Yeah. If you learn that it's 10 minutes fast, you're like, oh, that one's 10 minutes off. I still have 10 minutes.
Right.
I'm not that kind of girl that wakes up in the morning and needs an hour to get ready
it's
to go to work.
It's you're manipulating your own manipulation in yourself.
Yeah. I don't need an hour to get ready in the morning. I wake up 20 minutes before I have to leave.
Oh, yeah, same.
I have no desire.
There's sometimes I get up at 6 a.m. and I'll get in my truck and it says 6:13. I'm like, damn.
That's what Jeff's like. One of the things I love about you is you're so fast to get ready.
Yeah.
I don't ever have to wait around on you. And because I don't do, I don't do all the makeup. I don't really care. I do makeup, but just not. I've got a routine. My routine works. Let's move on. And then my hair is either curled or straight. It's just however it ends up going. I just don't have this crazy routine that takes me an hour in the morning.
I mean, do you wear makeup?
Yes. I'm wearing makeup right now.
Well, I could tell, but yeah. I'm just saying on a daily,
not girls on TikTok that are wearing gobs and gobs.
You just put the basics on.
Yeah, I just have a foundation, a blush, eyeliner, mascara. There you go. That's makeup. Now, if we're going somewhere really nice and I want to change it up a little bit, maybe I'll add some highlighter or bronzer or something like that, but I really don't care. Jeff prefers me without makeup at all. So
well, that's good. That's nice.
Yeah.
So with daylight savings times, the most common things that come with it based on research, more fatigue, lower productivity, increased workplace accidents.
Now, is that during the fall back or the spring forward?
It didn't.
There's two different daylight savings times, so
well, I know, but
it affects me in a different way.
But I guess I would think they would affect you kind of the same. Like, I mean, I don't know. I guess when it springs or goes back, like you kind of get an extra hour to sleep. But I don't know. Like I said, when
you get an extra one night though. It's just one night.
Yeah, right. Technically, yeah. Okay, exactly. And that's what made me think about, like, I only really look at my phone to look at what time it is.
Right.
So as soon as I look at it, I'm automatically set. Like my internal clock is already set.
Yeah.
And so I feel like more fatigue and lower productivity is just an excuse.
Yeah, I mean, I think I will say when we fall back, I struggle to stay awake till I try to stay awake till 10. If I sleep too much, I'm horrible the next day. Like I'm so tired. If I sleep too little, I'm so tired the next day. So I've got to find that sweet spot. And 10 o'clock has always been that sweet spot. But we'll say since we fell back this year, I will say it did affect me a bit. I was like ready for bed at like 7:30. Like, let's go to bed. It's been dark for 2 hours. Like, it's time to go to bed. But other than that, I mean, do we wake up in the morning now and it's still dark?
Still a little dark, yeah.
So is it gonna be darker? Does it get lighter later? And that's why we stay. Okay.
It'll be dark in the morning.
It'll be dark in the morning.
What time do you get up?
Like 6:20.
Yeah. So it'll be dark probably till like 7:30 tomorrow.
So it'll be dark basically till I get to work.
Yeah.
Great.
But it'll eventually, normalize.
I never remember how it, like, I know when it happens, but
I like when it's dark on my way to work. But the only issue is I have a harder time waking up.
I have to drive through Gastonia 85, and they already don't know how to drive during the daylight. So
the interstate.
You put it at evening. There's too many on and off.
We could have a whole episode just talking about the interstate
thing.
So there's some other studies that have shown increased in heart attacks, strokes, and car crashes.
But during which one?
Just say both. Increased in both. That would make sense for both, I guess. But I mean, I don't believe any of those. I have a hard time believing any of those.
Well, it's just like some of the stuff I've read. It's the historical reason is to reduce the need for artificial lighting in the evening.
So, what?
The historical need for daylight savings, like way back when it first started, was to reduce the need for artificial lighting in the evening. So because it's longer.
We have some different sources apparently.
Yeah.
So I was about to say daylight savings time was adopted to conserve energy during World War I and World War II. More daylight in the evening, less electricity used.
That's literally what I just said.
Okay, it just didn't sound the same.
It's to reduce the need for artificial lighting, which is
never mind.
In the evenings because it's dark. It's more. It's get dark at like what 9?
I forgot what the word artificial meant. Modern research shows that savings are minimal or non-existent. Which I could see, like, because everything shifts.
Well,
like everybody, like, no matter what it is, every day your life changes. Something happens, something big, little, whatever. You always adapt.
But we have so much more artificial lighting now than they had when that was a factor of it.
And that's why people are way more tired these days.
Back in the day, everybody didn't have a porch light. You didn't have all the street lights. You didn't have the cool LED lights on your car.
What you were going by was what was natural, sunlight and then darkness.
Right. And now we've just got you can barely see the stars. We've got so much artificial light in this damn place.
I don't know that I've ever been anywhere where it's just like pitch. Well, I take that back actually. The first boat trip with my dad where we went, it was like pitch black, but I don't remember seeing like a lot of stars.
Can you imagine on a clear night, not a cloudy night, on a clear night, and we just had an entire blackout, no light whatsoever. and you could just look up and just see all the stars.
That would be wild.
It would be awesome.
It would be
intoxicating. If Gaston County just had an entire blackout.
If the power grid went out.
Yeah.
Like right now, it would be pitch. Well, I mean,
not right now. It's a little light outside.
Oh, damn. I thought it was
a little light outside.
I feel like it's 7 o'clock.
Yeah, daylight savings last night.
Wow. Okay, maybe I'm not set.
No.
But we also started 2 hours earlier.
But if you had an entire blackout for Gaston County and there was nothing, how many stars you could see?
Imagine being on top of Crowders and the grid goes out. Oh boy!
I'm not walking my ass down.
No.
Oh wait.
No, I will be camping up top.
So speaking of that, economic leisure benefits of daylight savings. The more daylight in the evening encourages people to go out, shop, and participate in recreational activities.
I could see
daylight longer.
I could see how it boosts the economy.
Well, it's just like what I was just saying. When I get home from work, if it's dark, I don't want to go anywhere.
True.
But if it's daylight, I'm going to go walk my dog.
I didn't think about that, getting home from work.
Or take my dog to the dog park.
Yeah.
Or, right now I get every day that I've been home from work, it's dark. It's time to go to bed. Like, it's time to, I literally go inside, we eat dinner, get in my pajamas, sit down for the night and watch. No, now it's time to get up and walk the dog, take the dog somewhere, whatever I got to do.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Do you, which one do you prefer?
What?
Like
spring forward or fall back?
Yeah.
Spring forward.
So you like more daylight?
I love more daylight.
So
I love being outside.
Oh man, I guess I didn't write that down. It said something, what I was reading, it's healthier during the fall back than it is spring forward.
Why?
On your body, on your mental, everything. It's been proven to show it's a lot healthier during fall back than spring forward.
It has to be proven on the wrong people because
that's the waking up in the spring forward. That's the waking up in the dark. I could say, okay.
I would rather wake up in the dark and have more daylight when I'm off of my
right
restrictions.
But this is what it's referring to is. So spring forward, it's going to be dark in the morning. That's the reason for more accidents. You're more tired when you get up and it's still dark going to work. Like, all that makes sense. The fatigue, all that. But that's the only thing I could see that would cause these things is just the darkness in the morning, which is why the fall back is better and more healthier because usually it's lighter earlier in the morning.
Well, maybe because people are going to bed earlier, so they're getting more sleep. Where when it's I mean, because that's literally what I just said. Like when we fell back, I was going to bed super early, so I was getting more sleep. And I guess, but for me, I'm healthier mentally when I can go home and get out of my house. I don't.
I agree. I mean, I guess that's just based on whatever research or whatever.
Right.
But it makes sense to me. But yeah, I'm with you. I'd rather it be daylight longer.
It means I can get off work and still live life. I don't have
exactly.
to like this whole from.
You feel like you have no time in the day.
Right. September to now, you get in that winter depression because it's like Monday through Friday, really Friday, because you get home Friday and you're exhausted too and it's dark. You're just like, I don't want to do anything. So you end up hibernating, which can do a toll on somebody's mental health.
Mm-hmm.
And then your weekends, that's what you're living for. You're living for your weekends. Well, now at least when I get off work, I feel like I have a little bit of day left. So I can still go do things.
Hit me to a T. Like weekends are what I live for because during the week I get home, it's about to be dark. I just I don't want to do anything.
Right.
Like, I don't, when I get home, don't expect me to go anywhere.
Right.
Like, you're going to have to pay me to go somewhere.
Even then, it's sketchy. How much are you paying?
Yeah. And I might not get everything you need.
Right.
But, if it's still daylight longer and I get into that rhythm, I guess I feel more like, all right, I still got energy.
Well, now you're going to get home and you can put Bentley on that leash and walk him down this damn sidewalk in front of your house.
Right.
And be more active.
I bet you spring forward, people are more productive with their life.
Yes.
And fall back, people are more depressed.
Well, yeah, for
lazy.
sure. That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
Because say you don't have to mow your grass in the wintertime, but let's say you did and you fell back. When you gonna mow the grass? Now you got to mow the grass on the weekend because it's dark by the time your ass gets home.
Thank God planned that out.
Right. So now you got to mow the grass on the weekend, and who wants to take their weekend to mow the damn grass? No, that's my weekend.
Right.
I want to do something.
Oh,
I want
man.
to enjoy the life that I'm busy at work paying for. I'm at work 8 to 5 to pay for a life that I can't even live because now I got to mow the fucking grass.
The perfection of life
Right.
is so exhilarating, but the pressure of life is so defeating.
We were just talking about this because we're talking about careers and, the long term and everything. And I'm like, I just don't want to be in a point where I watch all these people get these great careers that pay this great money. They have no fucking lives, though. Like a radio host. How cool does that sound? Look at what we do. It would be so cool to be a radio host. They work weekends. They work events. They work, they got to go. I know it's like, oh, I got to go to another concert. But when it becomes part of your job.
When you get into that rhythm, like the Rise guys, they're 6 to 10 a.m. every morning, Monday through Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Also, they do events. They do different things and go out and this and that. Like they work 4 hours a day, Monday through Friday on basically a regular, and they get all kinds of time off. Like, and they make good money.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's like great. Mm-hmm. I don't want to overshoot it and whatever, but like I would say they make decent
money.
Yeah, better than me.
Yeah. When you're a known radio host, you make a pretty good. But I mean, I hear them talking too. What if it's a weekend what if you've got this concert you have to go to on a weekend and your kid has say he's a football player. He's playing football that weekend. Now you've got to go to work and you're going to miss your kid's football game. Kind of sucks.
Yeah.
It is nice to have that, it sucks to work 8 to 5 every day, shorter days would be greater, but after 5 o'clock, I don't have to worry about nothing.
Right.
Where they're going to get phone calls, they've got to do research too. It's not like they get off at 12 and they've got to research whatever they're going to be talking about the next day.
Right.
So,
well, yeah, I mean, technically they're always working, but
right.
I mean, if all I had to do was, just come up with stuff to talk about.
But is that all they do? I mean, we don't really know.
No, I mean, no, that's not all they do. I'm sure they do much more, but like a good talk show, like my favorite's the Rise guys, like local radio station wise. And I mean, it's just topic after topic. They do games. They have people call in this and that. Like, it's just a fun, interactive show. And like that, to me, that would be so much fun to just be able to sit around and come up with ideas for that constantly.
I mean, we talked about that. And, I listen to Manny and Loren in the morning. And, I mean, just hearing them, and I used to listen to Holly and Miguel until they moved, and I don't like the music anymore. Like, the only time I listen to the actual radio is to listen
what
to the
station
radio
is that?
95.1 and 96.1. I don't really do 96.1 anymore because Holly and Miguel aren't on there anymore.
Is 96.1 country?
No,
Or
it's today's
hip-hop?
pop type stuff. But I don't like the music. I just like the show.
Yeah. I like 106.5 and 93.3. They're both like modern rock station or today's rock.
Yeah.
But I hate that radio rock
I don't
style.
like today's music. I really don't.
Yeah.
There's a lot of music. There is more music that comes out today that I hate that's played on the radio. Now, if it's a no name or something like that, then I usually can get into it. But a lot of times the stuff they're putting on the radio, I can't do.
Yeah.
This Tate McRae and Taylor Swift and this whole era of all that, I can't do it.
Like I said, I've just never liked the radio rock. Like, it's just so, I guess because I've just grown up with listening to much heavier stuff.
Right.
And that's just like, it's just so mellow to me that it's just too slow. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would be fun to be able to dedicate your time to that. Like I paint cabinets and stuff all day long, and I'm constantly listening to podcasts. I could easily like just have a notepad and write down ideas and stuff and this and that, but I just never do.
Oh, I started listening to Crime Junkies. Oh my God. If I could do that.
Yeah.
If I could go investigate these cold cases.
Oh yeah.
Just to go
How
talk
cool,
about
yeah.
it.
That'd be so
just
cool.
to sit down. I mean, they've got a whole investigative team.
Yeah.
They could talk to police. They get the crime documents. They get the video interviews. They get everything.
That's really cool.
Like it's
They're
literally
investigative journalists.
right, but like they do it so well. But they've got a whole
Right.
legal team that says talk about this, don't talk about this, talk about that. You know, they loaded now. They're on Tubi and everything now. But if I could just be given a script or just be given a conversation, I don't mind coming up with the subjects, but sometimes it's hard because I'm like, who the fuck wants to talk about that? That's where I second guess. Like, who really wants to talk about that? Do people really want to hear that?
Well, I kind of look at it like with today, like I researched what are the most trending topics.
Yeah.
You know, and it just happens to be daylight savings time and International Women's Day today.
Yeah.
So it was kind of easy, but I don't know. Like I always hear things that I'm like, ooh, that would be good to talk about. But then I don't write them down. I forget, whatever.
I just like how we go so off topic because like we were talking about daylight savings and I had a point with what I was saying with the job thing. And then we just started talking about reading radio hosts.
So before we go take a break, we're 27 minutes in.
Yes.
What was your thing you said?
The songs and the...
Yeah.
So this is from my radio show that I listen to.
Okay, cool.
So
Perfect transition.
Right. I have a whole list. All right. So this is actors who were supposed to play big roles. Now imagine, but they couldn't. Like they had a different obligation or they didn't want to or whatever. So another actor picked it up and this actor got super famous for this role.
Okay.
Okay. So The Matrix. Have you seen The Matrix?
I've never seen it, but
I have never watched The Matrix.
I know what it is.
But like Keanu Reeves from The Matrix.
Yeah.
Whether you've watched it or not. Well, guess who was originally supposed to get that role?
Who?
It was offered to Will Smith.
I was going to say Tom Cruise.
It was offered to Will Smith. Could you imagine picturing The Matrix and Will Smith being the main character?
It makes sense, though.
I don't see it.
You
don't? I don't see anything
Really?
but Keanu Reeves. Again, I've never even watched The Matrix.
Neither have I, but
first person that
I
comes
guess
to
I
mind.
see Will Smith in that sense because of Men in Black.
Okay. Well, he had to pass it up because he had to do Wild Wild West. Yeah. Wild Wild West was good.
I liked Wild Wild West.
But The Matrix got way bigger than the Wild Wild West. Okay. Forrest Gump, played by Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Who do you think was supposed to?
I feel like I've heard this before, but I don't know.
John Travolta.
Oh, God, I'm so glad
Could
it was
you
Tom Hanks.
picture John? That is the largest turned down role in cinematic history.
No way.
Because think about everybody knows what Forrest Gump is.
Yeah.
Everybody has seen Forrest Gump. Tom Hanks got huge because of Forrest Gump.
But there were so many people turned down the movie.
No. Like it's the highest paid.
Oh.
Like-
I see.
mean, John
Okay.
Travolta made millions off of Pulp
Right.
Fiction and all kinds of shit. Okay, so Indiana Jones, played by Harrison Ford. It was intended for Tom Selleck.
Really don't know much about Indiana Jones and not exactly sure who Tom Selleck is. Like I know the name, but I just don't know.
He was filming Magnum P.I. So he couldn't do Indiana
okay.
Jones. But you picture Indiana Jones, you picture Harrison Ford. Like you don't picture anybody else.
Yeah, like I said, that one doesn't register with me because
Jack from the Titanic.
Ooh, yeah, here we go.
I don't like how deep your voice got on that one.
Who?
Matthew McConaughey was originally considered for the role of Jack. No.
Nah, can't.
No,
can't see it.
absolutely not. Okay. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Originally cast, but had to drop out due to filming delays on Mission Impossible 2. And thank God.
That's another one I don't really
know who this is.
Relate to.
I have no idea who this guy is. Doug Ray Scott. I don't know actors like.
Yeah, same.
But Hugh Jackman in Wolverine. Hugh Jackman is Wolverine. Like, he is Wolverine. I don't care. The Godfather, played by Al Pacino. Robert Redford or Ryan O'Neal.
Two people I can't put faces to.
I think Robert Redford just died.
Like, I know the names, but I just can't put faces.
It's Al Pacino. Like, Al Pacino is the Godfather.
I'm not the biggest movie buff, but
I'm not a big. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know Al Pacino. I know Robert Redford because he just died.
Yeah.
But some of these people, I'm like, okay, Pretty Woman,
which was Sandra Bullock.
No.
No.
What's her name? I always do this. I always mess up her name. It's Richard Gere.
Reese Witherspoon?
No.
I have no
She played
clue.
Erin Brockovich. Why? I can never remember her name.
Does it not say?
No, because it's not. That's not the role.
Oh.
Richard Gere's role is the role.
Oh.
So the man.
Okay, gotcha.
Al Pacino.
Wow.
Was originally offered the role. Right?
What was the movie again?
Right, Pretty Woman, where he was the rich guy, she was the hooker.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What the hell is her name?
Right.
Somebody, Julia Roberts. Thank you, Sydney.
Oh yeah,
Your
Julia
lifesaver,
Roberts. I
Julia
thought
Roberts.
it was Sandra Bullock.
Marty McFly.
Ooh. Hold on. I want to play a game where you try to give me hints and I got to guess.
I can't give you hints on this one because I don't know who this guy is.
Oh shit. Okay.
Hold on. Do you want me to get hints?
No, just say it.
I can't because I can.
You can't pronounce
Eric
it?
Stoltz.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
I don't
never
even know
ever
who that
in my
is.
entire life would have guessed that.
He was replaced after several weeks of filming.
Wow.
Why, I don't know. But he was originally cast and filmed with Eric Stoltz. So it was not always Michael J. Fox.
Must have sucked.
Right. Okay. Han Solo in Star Wars.
Yeah, never really cared about Star Wars.
It was auditioned and considered to be Kurt Russell or Al Pacino instead of Harrison Ford.
That just makes it funny, though.
Right? Tony Stark. Robert Downey Jr. Tom Cruise was originally considered.
For Star Wars?
For Iron Man.
Oh, Iron Man.
Tony Stark.
I don't
Iron
think
Man.
Tom Cruise is tall enough.
I think they would have just made it look like he was
true.
tall enough.
Yeah. And all his other movies.
Hollywood. I've never seen Silence of the Lambs. So I don't really know. But Jodie Foster's character was originally offered to Michelle Pfeiffer. Now this one, I would have killed somebody. There ain't no way Heath Ledger. Nobody would have played the Joker better than Heath Ledger. And nobody ever will play the Joker better than Heath Ledger. But rumored contenders were Paul Bettany. I don't know who that is. And Adrian Brody. But Heath Ledger was number one. I mean, a lot of these are iconic roles that when you think about that movie, you think about that person.
It would have changed the entire movie.
Yeah, no. Heath Ledger may not have committed suicide had he not played the Joker. But there was a lot of that contributed to his...
I didn't know that.
Heath Ledger was the best Joker in history. I don't give a damn what anybody says. To me, he is the best Joker. That's all the actors. What got me better was the singing. Because, like, you hear this person's voice. You hear their tone. And then you see Umbrella by Rihanna. Britney Spears was originally offered.
Wow.
They passed on it. And it became one of Rihanna's biggest hits.
That's crazy.
But could you...
I can relate to
Spears,
music way better.
Since You've Been Gone by Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
Offered to Pink and Hilary Duff.
I could see Pink doing it.
I could see Pink. It's hard for me to see Hilary Duff because it's Hilary Duff and she doesn't do a whole lot of singing. So, Toxic by Britney Spears. I have no clue who this person is that it was originally offered to. Kylie Minogue. I've never heard of her.
I've heard the name. I just don't listen.
Baby One More Time. This one got me.
Oh.
Baby One More Time by Britney Spears. Who do you think it could have been offered to?
Christina Aguilera.
No.
Who?
TLC.
Oh. Yeah.
Don't go chasing waterfalls in the Baby One More Time version.
You know, the very first... Jeez, thought you were going to die on that one. The very first CD that I ever got was Britney Spears with the
Yeah.
Baby One More Time on it.
That's the best. That's the best thing I've heard all day.
My second CD was The Offspring.
Well, TLC didn't like the lyrics, so they said no.
That's pretty.
Which, if you think about the
Interesting.
lyrics, I don't like them either. Happy by Pharrell.
I don't know. How's that song go?
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
I don't know.
I'm not singing. I don't sing.
Okay.
Okay, it was offered to CeeLo. I don't really. Telephone by Lady Gaga. Think about who do you think that would have been originally written for?
I don't know the song, but I know Lady Gaga.
You don't know Telephone by Lady Gaga?
I don't think so.
All
How's
right.
it go?
I don't sing.
I love the idea of your whole topic that you brought to the table tonight,
I don't sing.
but I'm just too stupid to these topics that I don't know enough to go with it. But
Well, it was originally offered to Britney Spears, but I don't know. I don't sing. I'm the worst singer on the planet. Don't You by the Pussycat Dolls? Don't You Wish Your Girlfriend Was Hot Like Me?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Justin Timberlake.
It was originally recorded by Tori Alamaze. It didn't gain traction until the Dolls released it. Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith? Listen. That's like one of my favorites.
That's a good one.
It was originally written with Celine Dion in mind. You know, Celine Dion almost passed up My Heart Will Go On. Bitch crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy. Irreplaceable by Beyonce. Neo. Shape of You by Ed Sheeran.
Mm-hmm.
Rihanna.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Party in the USA. Miley Cyrus.
Uh-huh.
It was originally written for Jessie J.
Jessie J.
Yeah. Wrecking Ball. Miley Cyrus.
Uh-huh.
Beyonce. This one
I can see
kills
that.
me. This it kills me. Rock Your Body by Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson probably wrote it.
No, it was originally written for Michael Jackson.
How long ago?
I don't know when that one came out.
That because you said "Rock Your Body" is by Justin Timberlake.
Mm-hmm. It's early 2000s.
So
I don't know
Well,
when MJ died. I don't
I was
remember.
getting ready to ask that too. Yeah.
I was older. I know I was older. Rock Your Body came out when I was still in school.
When did Michael Jackson die?
I don't remember.
Hey Siri, when did Michael Jackson die?
Siri's
She's not going to talk, but June 25th, 2009.
Okay, so it wasn't much longer before that Rock Your Body came out. I swear it was like 2005.
That's interesting.
Where Is the Love by the Black Eyed Peas was originally for Justin Timberlake. Single Ladies by Beyonce. Definitely didn't have Beyonce in mind. Kissed a Girl by Katy Perry was originally for Miley Cyrus. Let Me Love You by Mario was for Neo. Crazy by Gnarls Barkley was for CeeLo. And Bleeding Love by Leona Lewis was written and offered to Jesse McCartney, who co-wrote it. But
yeah, all those mainstream songs, like the national stuff, like there's so many writers.
yeah,
So many writers. Every country song you hear has like 5 to 10 writers.
oh yeah, and it's never. And
Have
I
you
think
ever? Go ahead.
that's one thing about Taylor Swift that people have to respect, whether they like her music or don't. She writes most of it.
Does she?
Yeah.
I find it hard to believe.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of. I mean, I'm sure there's a whole team. It's not just her.
Right? Yeah.
But there's a lot of artists nowadays that they don't write their own music, and to me, that's part of being an artist is writing your own music.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you don't play the guitar and you know, or
I mean, if you just have the talent of having a good voice, or you're whatever,
right.
you're just a really good guitar player and just learn whatever.
I mean, this is coming from a girl that goes to see tribute bands all the time. I mean, they're not even close to. They're not even getting their originals written by somebody else.
What's crazy about me is a lot of times I like the covers of other songs of other people. I like when people do covers.
Yeah.
More than the originals.
Yeah, I love a cover band, especially when they sound like number one. They're a quarter of the price.
A lot of times it's so much better.
There's a Blink 180 True That's what they call themselves, Blink 182 True. And it's a Blink 182 tribute band.
Where are they?
They're going to be at Boatyard next month.
We should go. Yeah, we're back here live and alive with Reckless Banter. So our other topic for tonight is today is International Women's Day.
Happy International Women's Day.
International, which means worldwide. Right? International Women's Day. Is there, I meant to Google this. Is there an International Men's Day?
Probably not. Y'all fuckers get everything.
Hey Siri, is there an International Men's Day? International Men's Day is a global awareness day for many issues men face, including blah, 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 on November 19th. I did not know that.
That's because people don't recognize it because it turns into this whole thing, which I think it should. If there's going to be a Men's Day, there should be other issues that men don't talk about that can be like men's mental health and stuff like that. But that's just me.
Yeah. So while a lot of what International Women's Day revolves around is women's rights, gender equality, and just protesting for women to be able to succeed as equally as a man. Mm-hmm. Do you feel as a woman you have less rights, less opportunity, less? Do you feel less than a man?
Fuck no.
But like, I know you're kind of a man, but like, is there anywhere in your life, like for real, where you felt like, it's because I'm a woman?
I think if there ever had been a time where I have either felt like I was gaining something because I was a woman, or I was withheld something just because I was a woman, I spoke my mind about that at that time.
What?
I'm just trying to think if there was, like, I've heard people say, like, okay, let's take when I did CrossFit. Mm-hmm. I would actually get a little frustrated at first because they always, and it's not on the women's side, I would get frustrated for the men because men are stronger than women. That is just
a biological
that's not
fact.
A gender equality thing. That is a man is built to be stronger than a woman. Whoever made us made men built to be stronger. Now there are men out there that I am stronger than, but not because I just am. Whatever.
It's just a biological fact. Men are stronger.
Men are stronger.
Physically.
But in the CrossFit world, they do men's weights and women's weights. Well, the men's weight was always so much heavier than the women's weight. Mm-hmm. And in CrossFit, you're still, you're working up to a certain level. You don't just go in there and you're able to RX workouts. RX is like basically doing them how they're written and not scaling them back any. Well, a lot of men have to scale back the workouts because they make the weights so heavy for the man. So I would get frustrated. Even for a woman, they make the weights so heavy. But the men's was always like 40, 50 pounds higher. Like, why that much higher? Is there really that much of a difference? Why does it have to be that much higher?
I mean, I would say when it comes to weightlifting, yeah, there's a huge difference.
I don't know. I think...
Did you ever have like weight training or anything in high school?
No, we did a little bit with gymnastics, but not a lot.
Well, have you ever lifted weights?
Mm-hmm. I did CrossFit.
Okay, so like, were you squatting and benching and
squatting, benching?
So how much were you squatting?
Cleaning. Squats. Oh, I was terrible at squats, but I probably did. I think 105 was my heaviest that I did.
You know what a squat is? Are we talking about the same thing?
Yes, where you hold the bar and you squat.
How old were you when you were in?
I did CrossFit from. I just quit 2 years ago.
So you basically had the same physique as you have today?
Yeah.
105. When I was in high school, 9th and 10th grade, I was squatting 315.
Yeah, I would never. I'm terrible at squats, though. I'm going to tell you that's my weakest.
Okay. What about bench pressing?
Bench press was only 100. Women are terrible at bench pressing.
Bench pressing, I made it to 195 back then. I do feel like I could do a lot more now.
Yeah.
But back then, my legs were my strongest
So my heaviest, obviously a deadlift is going to be my heaviest lift because you're not lifting it very far. And that ended up being 320 was the heaviest I could deadlift.
Damn.
And then I could do a power clean. You know what a power clean is?
Yeah. I can't remember my deadlift.
Back squat, I could do a heavier back squat. I think my heaviest was 120. But again, I'm god awful with squats. Like
I get that. Yeah.
I don't have the best upper body strength. So weightlifting for me, while I loved it,
How
I
much
never
was
got
your
as
deadlift?
heavy. 315.
Okay. Maybe I'm thinking about deadlift and not squats.
Deadlift is just where you're lifting it standing straight up and then putting it back down.
Oh, never mind.
Squats is where you're holding the bar up in
Okay.
front of you or behind you and
Never
you're
mind.
squatting it down.
Then I had it right the first time.
Okay. Anyways, so that wasn't really a women's equality thing. It actually frustrated me for the men more than anything.
What do you mean frustrated? Like what? Why?
Like, why did it have to be so much heavier than the women's weight? But then, as you go into CrossFit, you kind of understand that, of course, all the men that I'm lifting with.
But you just said you recognize men are
stronger than women. I'm not saying that it had to be so much. It was always like 50 pounds heavier.
No.
Like RRX would be 105 and theirs would be, 150 or something. You know what I mean? Like it was always so much higher.
Gotcha.
But anyways, that totally irrelevant. I'm trying to think of any time where I was told I had an old, he wasn't even my friend. I couldn't stand him. There was a guy looked at me and we were talking about like an episode of Law and Order SVU or something like that. And he looked at me and he said, well, sometimes you got to put a woman in her place.
Oh my God.
You know what I looked at him and said?
Huh?
Put me in my place.
That's the best thing you could have said.
I looked him dead in the eye. I didn't even
my
laugh.
God.
I just said,
That
put me
is
in my place.
hilarious.
Because I'd have knocked his ass out.
Wow.
I could not. I couldn't remember. And then I will say there's this whole like cooking, cleaning scenario that's been put on me before. I was told in the past, he said that the woman cooks and cleans. And I was like, well, you're going to have dirty fucking clothes, a dirty fucking house, and hungry as shit. Because no, sir.
I believe in a 50-50. Like,
it's 50-50. You live there too.
What I think though, and I think this is where everybody messes up and ends up with dishes all the time. If there's one person in the house, you should have one plate, one fork, one spoon, one butter knife type thing, and one steak knife.
I will say that.
Then it's always clean. You only have one.
You only have one choice. You have to wash it. But I've had instances. So Jeff and I have one set, a set of 4. Mm-hmm. And actually one plate broke. So we only have 3 normal plates.
Hey,
we use throwaway plates most of the time because of who we are as people. But, Jeff is a very, very, very clean person. Like, he does not like anything untidy. He's actually worse than me. Mm-hmm. I'm not a messy person, but Jeff's like extra. So we do wash dishes every time, but we have the one set. And I have had like mornings where I make breakfast and you're using a plate for bacon. So there's one plate. And then you've got to have 2 plates for me and Jeff to eat off of. But then you've got to also have a plate out to put the eggs on. You got to have something to serve it in. So if you're using that plate for your bacon, but if there's one person, I guess,
I see what you're saying.
But you would need something to serve the bacon on. And
well, that's where paper plates would come in. Like, you're talking about setting the bacon out to be served.
Yeah.
So, a good paper plate with a napkin on it and the bacon. Perfect.
Yeah. But what if you're never anticipating having your mom over for dinner?
Well,
or see, all these things come into play though.
You got to put those things in the attic. So when
so now you have to go to the attic every single time your mom decides she wants to come over.
She's coming over on a Saturday. I know to go up there on Friday night.
Now you got to go to the attic, and then
what
I gotta
if you wash that dish.
To the attic? Like, I feel like that's a big, and then I think there's a standard now for women of childbearing. You're less of a woman if you can't bear a child, which I think that's always been, but I think nowadays it's more
if you can't or don't want to.
Or don't want to. Like, something's wrong with you if you don't want to.
That makes you less of a woman?
Something's wrong with you if you don't want to get married.
I don't. Yeah. I mean, that's just. I think that's generations colliding.
But I think International Women's Day goes. That's when you bitch slap them. There you go, Mom. There you go, Mom. But I think International Women's Day goes more towards like the workforce.
Mm-hmm.
I've never felt like I was paid less.
I think it depends on the job. Like when I think of pay scale, men versus women, I think in a more corporate setting.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like if either John or Sandy are going to get this big promotion for this one job that whether who it is going to be doing the same exact job, equality comes with pay there.
Yeah.
But with like
no, like if you were to be the CEO of a company and you were leaving the company and I was in Rain to take your spot and I know that you make, you know, $560,000 a year and they're going to look at me and offer me $300,000 a year because I'm a woman. Well, that's not going to work.
And that's where performance comes in, because like Trump just signed away the DHI or whatever it was. So it's like performance matters, not the color of your skin or being a man or a woman. It's about your performance. So I would see in a corporate setting, this person looking at these two people and it's like, how do they perform? How do they perform? That's where it should matter. And the pay should be the same regardless.
It should, but
their decision should be on who they feel is best for the position and nothing beyond that. And then the pay scale should be based on what that job should be paid.
I mean, agreed. But unfortunately, that's not how this great world works. It's just like if you don't get a job because you're a woman versus a man. To me, there is a lot of that in this world. I have never been a victim of that. I have never felt like I was in a place for that. I have also never felt, though, that because I'm a woman, I'm going to be paid less or I'm going to be treated different. Because, number one, I'm going to fight for what I feel is right. So if I feel like I'm not getting a job or I'm not going to be promoted because I'm a woman and they're going to put this man in the position, then I'm going to voice my opinion on that. If I feel like I'm paid less, then I'm going to go find a different job. If I feel like I'm treated totally different because I'm a woman, shove your job up your ass. I'm going to go find somewhere that's going to treat me the way I deserve to be treated.
I think a lot of this, you know, because, I mean, back in the day, women weren't allowed to vote. They weren't allowed to get loans. They weren't allowed. There was a lot of stuff that women weren't allowed to do, but it slowly worked in. They worked their way in or whatever, however that went about.
They fought hard. There are women back. There are the women, you call them the pioneers of women that fought their way to make it happen. Again, all the men got drafted into the war and women had to go to work.
I think this whole, you know, where we are today, it's kind of stupid to scream women's rights because you feel like you have the same opportunities as everybody.
Yep.
It's just all about your delivery, your confidence in yourself, you know, like how bad do you want the job?
It goes back to kind of, in a way, and I hate bringing this up because I don't like saying people have their beliefs. Everybody can believe what they want to believe. And if they feel like they have a belief that they want to fight for it. Fight for it all day long. That doesn't mean I have to fight by your side, but go ahead. You fight for what you feel is right. But it goes back to, it's the man versus women, the black versus white. A white person may not feel like they got a job because they hired the black person because minority. Now they want that black person in a job because most of that company is white. Or a black person feels like they got passed up for a job because that white person applied for that job and that company wanted, you know, to have a certain visual. Women are getting hired as CEOs and as CFOs and as whatever else. Not only they're smart enough for the job, I'm not taking that away, but because they're a woman. So now men are being passed up for jobs because somebody with a vagina came in. And while this man is smarter at the job, they're getting a bigger tax write-off because they're going to hire a woman into that position. It goes both ways. There are inequities no matter what way you go, whether it's black versus white, whether it's man versus woman. There's always inequalities.
I think any job, and I may have to think this through more later, but what I'm thinking now is like any job, it should all be 100% equal, whether it's a man or a woman or black or white. Where it should matter is physical performance.
Yeah, who's performing the best? Who can do the job best?
You don't see many women plumbers come into your house to clear your pipes.
No, but they're there.
They're there, but very, very small percentage. You don't see many women on the top of skyscrapers moving beams and this and that, or out on oil rigs and all that. Like women don't want to do those jobs. It's not because they can't get them. Yeah. Women don't want to do those jobs.
So I have an instance that I just thought about. Okay. I do body work with Jeff sometimes at his shop with his dad. And I'll be in there sanding on a car or whatever, helping him get dents out, whatever we got to do to get that car where it needs to be. Well, a lot of his dad's friends come, and they're all old men. No, we all know how old men think.
Right.
Women don't work on cars.
Right.
I am basically a freaking artifact at a museum if I'm there working on a car and his friends show up.
They all just stand around and look at you.
There was like 3 old men there one day, and they were all sitting there like, another one walks in and they're like pointing at me because I'm working on the car. I'm like, y'all.
What, I mean, were they
working on a car
negative, or like were they surprised?
They were surprised a female was doing the work that I was doing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's just working on a car. And they'll ask me dumb questions. They're like, I hope he's paying you to do this. I'm like, well, I don't fucking work for free. Like, what? Do you think I do this to get laid? When I get home, I'm gonna get laid whether I'm working on the body of this car or not. Like, so that does bother me. I don't like, because I'm the kind of girl that will jump in and help no matter what.
Well, the fact that somebody judges you in a certain way bothers you, not
right. Like, don't look at me different because I'm a girl working on a car.
Yeah.
Like, you're not looking at Jeff like, oh, he's sanding the bumper. Like, you're not doing that. No, you're only doing that because I'm female.
I mean, if Jeff goes and puts on an apron and bakes a cake, I mean,
they're probably gonna, stare and point and laugh and probably question some things.
But when they taste the cake,
it's great cake.
Yeah, hopefully.
But yeah, I mean, I get women. I get International Women's Day. I do understand. Again, there are things people fight for in this world, and things people may see that maybe I overlook, or maybe I'm naive to, because I choose that I don't want to feel. I'm not going to let myself be less than because I'm a woman. Just like I don't feel like a man should make himself feel less than because he's a man, especially in specific cases. There's a lot of things women can be very, very open about. But if a man's open about it, oh my God, shut your mouth.
Right.
There's a lot of things. It's just inequities in different features. This is the workforce. Yes, it's always going to exist. A woman is going to be treated differently than a man. It's about that woman putting her foot down and not allowing herself to be in an environment. If you feel like you are less than because you're a woman in the environment, go find another environment. That environment doesn't deserve you.
Another big thing is violence and harassment. Like being harassed at work and in the workplace, like that's a big thing for women too, which I could totally, like, I get behind International Women's Day for that reason alone.
And I agree. I mean, I've been in that situation before too. I went to a work conference and the speaker that was there hit on me. Like, he just assumed it was okay. I'm the wrong one. He just like pulled me to the side. He was like, I just couldn't quit staring into your eyes while I was like up there talking to class or whatever. And I was like, okay, thank you. And walked off.
Yeah.
And like went and told my friend. And I was like, okay, so I told her, but this guy's creepy and he doesn't seem to get the hint because he's following me. So now I had to tell one of the guys that I was with. Like, at that time I was a married woman, but then you don't know my situation. You didn't even ask my situation. You just like, you hadn't even said hello to me.
Just started.
And you just pulled me to the side.
Right into it.
And you're like, I got to talk to you. I just couldn't quit staring into your eyes. Well, get distracted? I don't know what to tell you.
Maybe he was wanting one of those like instant makeout, like love at first sight moments.
Or like the guys that think it's flattering to whistle at a girl when they're at the gas station. It's fucking tacky.
I would feel so stupid whistling at a girl.
Yes.
You know?
You should. As you should.
Hey.
You feel stupid. We can pump our gas too without being disturbed. But we do. Women nowadays, though, do have to walk around with mace and whatever. Like I have to be, as a woman, I do have to be on guard when I go anywhere, because men think because I'm a woman that I'm weak and they can just grab. Like, women are just getting grabbed when they get to their vehicles.
Do you feel any sense of insecurity when you go out to like Walmart or something by yourself?
It depends on where I am. The other day I was at a 7-Eleven in Charlotte. I was getting gas and I was extremely uncomfortable.
Where in Charlotte?
Harris Boulevard. I was pumping gas. I went there because you
by North Lake or
by North Lake. So 7-Eleven does a price lock thing. So you can price lock the cheapest and go to whatever 7-Eleven does it.
Okay.
So I went to this 7-Eleven. And I get there, and I'm like the only woman on top of the only white woman there. So, which is normally fine. That part doesn't bother me. But there were 3 guys standing at the door, and you could tell they're just watching. They're just watching everybody, and I am extremely uncomfortable. So luckily with that app, I can pay on my phone. So I was able to pay on my phone, get out, put the gas pump in, pump the gas, and get back in my car. Well, I had to get back out of my car to unhook the gas pump and close everything up. I called my friend. I called my coworker that's up there, and I was like, this is 7-Eleven I'm at. I am extremely uncomfortable right now. I feel like if I'm on the phone, it'll be okay. And what it wasn't anybody around me. It was these 3 guys standing at the front door.
Front door of the 7-Eleven.
The front door of the 7-Eleven. They're just loitering. They're just hanging around. And they're literally like hanging out on their car. One's got a foot up on the bumper, and they're just like this, staring at the gas pumps and like watching everybody. And I stuck out like a sore fucking thumb.
You sure you weren't just paranoid?
No, they were watching.
Maybe they're watching out for you.
Nope, they weren't. No, but I was like, okay, I'm on the phone, and I got back in the car and I left. And there are situations that I get into where I am like that, but I am that person that I'll put a key, I'll hold my keys like this. So if I have to, if I'm uncomfortable enough, I grew up in Newport News, Virginia. I know how to be ready, but I will hold my key like that. So if I have to, I will. I don't have mace. I probably should get mace. And
I was going to ask you that.
I have talked about getting my concealed carry. Well,
we all should have that.
The reason I don't carry mace is because I, again, am not your typical girly girl. I don't carry a big ass purse or anything like that. I carry a little side crossbody because I don't want it in my way. It holds my wallet and it holds my phone and my keys, and that's what matters. So, like, I don't know where I'm gonna put the mace.
It won't fit in that little thing?
No, it really won't.
I mean, they make them pretty small.
I mean, but
maybe get a little bit bigger side thing.
Probably a good idea, but then it just gets full of shit. And I don't like a purse. I think purses are fucking stupid. But if I don't have a purse, I lose my shit.
I, as a man, like the idea of a purse.
It's awful.
Because, like, I feel like I have so much stuff to carry, and I hate having stuff in my pockets.
Yeah.
So, like, if I carried a purse, it would just make more sense.
I mean,
like, I got this bag with my stuff in it.
Yeah. I get it, but
I think men should carry purses and
I
not
also
women.
like see women like emptying their purses. I'm like, the fuck do you have like a shot glass from a restaurant in there or like something? Like, what are you doing? Why do you need all that? Why do you want to carry that around?
Yeah.
And I've had it. I do have a big bag that I'll carry every once in a while, but I'm not carrying it shopping. It's in my way. Mm-hmm. And why is it so heavy?
Just that much more to carry around.
Yeah, and it's heavy.
You end up junking it. Like, it becomes a junk drawer and just gets so much weight.
Literally. I mean, there are people that they've got a whole fucking survival kit in there.
Yeah.
They've got extra panties. They've got everything in there, and that's great for them. I don't have the need for that.
I think it depends on your life. You know, how's your life normally? Like, do you accidentally piss your pants and you got an extra pair of panties to throw on because you piss your pants a lot, or
I mean,
stuff like that.
Whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like we went a little. I feel like I'm like the worst person ever to talk about International Women's Day with.
Well, I mean, without me running through this stuff, we kind of covered everything I put on here.
Yeah.
Like legal equality, we talked about, like voting and this and that, signing contracts, property owning. There's a lot of stuff women could not do back in the day.
Yeah. See, and I would have been one of those pioneer women because, motherfucker, I wish you would.
Ultimately, for me, I think women should be able to do whatever they want. Like, buy a house or this or that or vote or whatever. But what was it? There was something. I don't even know.
No, unfortunately.
But I support women's rights.
Yeah.
But when it comes to physical, there's WNBA gets no views. NBA gets millions of views.
Right.
It's obvious why.
Well, I don't know. When Caitlin Clark came on, WNBA was picking it up there.
Picking it up is a microscopic percentage.
I know, but they were picking it up there because Caitlin Clark was
Well, it's crazy when people
a badass.
Bitch about why women's basketball doesn't make as much as men. Because women's basketball team owners can't afford it because they're not getting the same influx of money that men's basketball is.
Well, it's just
if there was a women's how
many women are in the NFL?
I was getting ready to say, if there was a women's football league, they might.
How many women are running on a NASCAR track? It all comes down to physicality with those things.
Right.
And I know it sucks. I mean, there have been women.
It makes total sense.
There have been women on NASCAR tracks, but you're talking hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of laps, and it is a lot of work. Oh, yeah. It is a huge physical toll.
On average, NASCAR drivers lose like 8 to 10 pounds per race.
Yes. I mean, these are all extremely physical, but then you get down to like figure skating and gymnastics and men. There's two different categories for men and women's gymnastics. Mm-hmm. Men have the tumbling and the rings, and that's a lot of muscle and strength.
Women are flexible and
exactly. So it plays to each strength, and that's one thing I've always loved about gymnastics is there is a gymnastics for both genders. It's just it
makes total sense.
It takes the strong points of that gender and puts it in the same sport. Mm-hmm. It's not the same sport. You're doing back handsprings and layouts and flips and tricks, and I mean, women's have the bars, men have the rings. I mean, you're still doing physical things.
Yeah.
But if you watch these TikToks and stuff of men trying to do women's gymnastics and women trying to do men's gymnastics, we're built totally different. And it is insane what those men can pull off, but it is insane what those women can pull off.
So I guess, ultimately, even though you're 75% man, what we've gathered from International Women's Day is physically women can't compete with men. But mentally and knowledgeably, it's not a word, but that is
when
a word
it comes
today.
To the workforce, education, we're all equal.
Right.
We're all equal. We can all learn the same things and come up with the same results.
Right.
I can come up with the same results as you or any man if I know what I'm doing.
Right.
If I don't have the education or I don't know what I'm doing, then I'm going to go to the man that knows what he's doing. But if there's a female that knows it better, I'm going to go to her. But as far as physical, if I'm moving a piece of furniture, I'm not going to go ask Crystal over here. I'm going to go to you or Jeff.
That's a good point. Ask for help when you need help.
Right.
Drop that ego.
But go for the right person.
Yeah, go for the man.
Here we go.
All right, Michelle, tell everybody in the whole wide world where they can find us.
Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify. Go hit those follows, like, and subscribe buttons. We have enjoyed having you guys follow us. We haven't heard, we haven't seen Ghost Rider in a
I know.
In a hot bit.
That's
I'm getting
crazy.
a little concerned.
Numbers have been low tonight.
Yeah, it's Sunday.
Oh,
People are at church and
stuff.
stuff.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
okay.
Sunday's a bad day.
All right.
But we have enjoyed being on. Go hit those buttons. We don't post all the time, but we try our best.
It's been really fun, Michelle. This has been awesome. I came prepared tonight. We had some good topics.
We went a little off the rails for
it's
fine.
And that's why we're Reckless Banter. I really appreciate all of you for listening. Thank you guys so much for listening to Reckless Banter. We are out.